WJZZ, Detroit Jazz Radio and Entertainment, and its sister station, WJZZ Cool TV. So tonight is a historic night and a fun night. We are doing a tribute to the beatnik jazz movement, and we're going to do some honorees. Some awards. We're going to honor some legendary people of Detroit with photographer extraordinary Lenny Sinclair, and percussionist Maruga Booker, and poet activist John Sinclair. So without further ado, well, I guess the reason I wanted to do this jazz tribute to beatnik poetry and culture is because we are going to launch a show. You're going to get a little sneak peek of it tonight, a la Sky Covington and Friends. And Mr. John Sinclair is the featured poet tonight. And Mr. Maruga Booker then are going to do the jazz music for us. So it's a real treat. It's a historic moment. It's real organic around here. We had to keep a small little set here at the mothership, as I like to call it, at our Ralston Street project where we do all our creative stuff. And it's the studio house of WJZZ and all our broadcasting. So anyway, Tasha Owens, Goddess of the Blues, our Detroit homegirl, she's going to come up and tell you a little bit about what we have going from her point of view. Come on, Tasha.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tasha Owens, Detroit Blues Goddess, apparently.
Extraordinary.
Yeah. So definitely being senior vice president of the Michigan Association of Music Artists. This is our launch to get our name out there, number one. Number two, and WJZZ. So to put something so new together as the Michigan Association of Music Artists and WJZZ Radio, which has been like the oldest jazz radio station in the world. Yeah, so yeah, in case you didn't know, absolutely. Yeah. So we got the old and the new coming together, and because they're so in tune with the same ideas and the same comfort zones and things that with the musicians from Michigan, and that we are launching this magnificent approach to organizing us. How about that? Since Motown, remember how Motown was like, oh, that put Detroit on the map, right? Oh, yeah. Since Motown, do you know how many people know how many musicians from Detroit have been all over the world with A-listers? I mean, Lady Gaga, things like that. All the musicians from the greatest bands that have been out there are from this, and this is an organization not exploited in a good way. I'll say, yeah, for us. It's, yeah, we want attention to everything going on behind the scenes, voices, and those great bands that you hear for years and years and years have been Detroit. Can you? Yeah. Can I get a? Yeah. These guys know more about that than I do. Oh, yeah. And this is coming up in the business as a musician and learning it along the way. Well, we got folks like Maruga Booker, John Sinclair, and Lady capturing. She knew the heart of Detroit. She knew the heart of her music that started. Am I right? Right. Yes. Because she felt it. If you're here, and then this is one of the greatest things, one of the greatest musicians, and being from Detroit. Fucking. Yes. Yeah. Give me that. So for sure, this night is going to be amazing, and we want to start from the top of that, from the top of the revolution, from the top of saying, hey, listen to what we got here. Am I right? Yeah. Right. Yes. We got Mr. John Sinclair. My God. Yeah. My God. And I can't wait to hear the story behind this. My God. If you don't know anything about the beatnik, the hippies, or hash bash, are you kidding me right now? I'm telling you right now, you're kidding me with hash bash. Seriously, it was not just about smoking a joint. It was not, no, it was at first, when you were like 17. Yeah, but it became it became a movement. It became a movement of freedom. And you stepped out to do that. And you represented all of us in that movement of freedom, even though we're here in America, we have laws and rules and stuff like that. We can still do it. We can have a voice. And thank you. Thank you for that. So I'm going to step down, y'all, because I'm just part of this, the senior president of Mama. Yes, amen. Yeah, and I invite all genres to join us. Free membership. Come talk to me. Amen. All right, peace to everyone.
Peace. Peace. Spread peace.
All right.
No kidding. I want to sit down. I want to sit.
Let me tell you, GC, hello for a minute.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm Sky. Yes, let me tell you, this, of course, we all know that Detroit, we have always been like this, and a lot of people around us in the world, they're just catching on always. We've always been this cool, this righteous. We've always been, we've always taken care of each other. We've always had good music, good musicians, good people, neighbors. We've always been this way. So we're used to that. And to have some of the best musicians in the world in our stead is where people like myself, Tasha, Phil Hale, Sheila, Donetta Davis, all some of the Brett. Yeah, he should be walking in. Yeah. But to be amongst, we all made it happen for each other, and a lot of that is because of our musical poets and mentors and our beautiful men making this happen, and our vivacious photographers. Let me tell you that it takes a village, right? So I just want to say it's an honor to be a part of the Wjzz Jazz Radio family. Because of John Sinclair and Aurora Harris and the Beatnik era, the Love Jones, if anybody remembers the Love Jones era, and the Mahogany Cafe era, and Portney Cafes, and all of those things that kind of brought us all together tonight to pay homage to some great cats. So let's give them guys. So it's an honor. My name is Sky Covington, and I'm a poet and a jazz musician.
Award-winning.
I'm a Detroiter. I love my city, and I just want to say thank you for having me. And I want you to know, Mama, this new movement of an artist thing that's happening over in the State Fair area. That's what I always say. This is a perfect replacement for what was taken away from this beautiful neighborhood, our State Fair. It was kind of sad. No, it was sad. I don't know how to use the word kind of. It was sad. A lot of our poetry came from the State Fair, and a lot of our photos and memories. So I'm just gonna take my shoes off because my hamstring is screaming. All right, yeah, there we go. It's like, Sky, no, you gotta do your thing.
Thank God for jazz and blues, huh?
Oh, yes.
You're amongst
Oh,
friends.
man.
You're allowed.
Yes, yes. So I just want to quick say I am so proud. I said that. The partnership with all of the community here tonight is so many wonderful things. A Jazz Fest Poetry Night. I'm going to be hosting in honor of Mr. John Sinclair. I'm doing a hour show on Saturday. It's called the Beatnik Experience. And I wear my big old hair wrap for you.
Very nice.
And we're going to be doing stuff like that. I also have a show called the Preservation of Jazz Hour on Wednesday. There's WDDS, and there's we have so much going on in this building, so let's just keep the fire going. And thank you. I'm gonna move on because I'm so honored to be your mistress of ceremony. So we have awards to give out, right? And I did have a bunch of bios and all that. You know, but you know what this is. This is greatness. I'll give an applause for greatness.
So I'm just gonna sit down. So, I mean, we go back, so I'm just gonna stand there. Thank you, because it's kind of weird standing in front of you like that. Oh, it's not for you? Oh.
Not for you. Okay, so you know that we are going to say thank you to Roger and Tasha, some of Detroit's finest collectors of love and art, to present these beautiful awards.
Awesome.
Mhm. Okay.
All right, so in case you're wondering, like, we're just freestyling this for the most part because the whole thing is about paying tribute to the jazz culture, and I don't think they really had a plan most of the time. You and Ruger can attest to that. So we had a plan, but it doesn't always go like that. So we want to award our first recipient up here tonight, and I guess we'll come to you since you're over there. Well, here, Mr. Percussionist, and Sky is going to narrate this award.
All right. You know, Booker was born in Detroit, Michigan, December 27th, the Highland Park General Hospital. One of our own. You can first play the accordion before taking up drums as a preteen. I mean, this man is amazing. He's worked with a plethora of musicians and artists along the way.
Including me.
In 1969, at first Woodstock Festival, he played drums for Tim Hardin.
Amen.
Hallelujah, yes. Yes, 1971, Maruga met Darius Brubeck, the son of jazz pianist Dave Brubeck, and along with the clarinetist Perry Robinson, they formed the electronic experimental show MBR.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
We do our homework. Oh my God.
My family don't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, you are my family.
You played with David Peel on several projects, including King of Punk and Death the Disco.
I'm a Detroit punk. I used to play opposite Iggy Pop. Come on.
Yes.
That's my grandpa.
Yeah.
And many eons of wonderful things. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, Mr. Booker.
There you go.
Thank you.
We love you. Please do. Come on now. You got a whole lot of stories to tell. Come on now. Tell a few. Come on. Booker.
Well, see, to me, the music starts in the kitchen and not the porch.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You see, it's on the kitchen, in the kitchen, on a porch. You know, if you're playing at your house because there ain't nothing else to do, and you're 3 years old, and you're in the kitchen, and you see your daddy play a rhinestone, a chromatic accordion that says Bookrich on it in rhinestones, and you're 3 years old, think they're diamonds. And you look at it, and the music is a Serbian colo, dum 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 dum. And my mother is dancing with me, and I'm 3. And I felt so good because my mother danced with me and my daddy is playing the accordion. And I knew at the age of 3, I want to be a musician. And about within the same week, my mother put a pencil in my hand, said, here's how you draw. And I knew I wanted to be a musician and an artist. And I knew that I wanted a wife and a family, and I wanted to know God. And that's what I wanted, to be a musician and an artist, to have a wife and a family, and to know God. That's it. And that's all I tried to do. And I hardly had any regular jobs. I wouldn't work them. I couldn't. I felt like I was in jail. I tried. But I had a hit record with the Low Rocks, and I was 14. I only knew 4 beats. I wanted to do that. I didn't want to work in this room. And I felt like I was in jail. I felt like an animal in a prison. Because all I wanted to do was just to play music. And that's all I could do, play music. That's all I wanted to do, is to play music and to do art. I was going to quit playing music to find God, the other quest. And my guru, Swami Satchidananda, who I met at Woodstock, said to me, you can never stop playing music. I said, well, why? I'll be a monk, so I want to find God. He says, no. Isn't God the creative power that creates everything? I said, yes, sir. Isn't he the source? And out of it, all creativity comes? I said, yes, sir. He says, so then if you create, you are in tune to the creator. And that's the closest you can get. So I can't stop playing music, even though I'm 78. You could have an epidemic. You could have a this. You could have a that. You could close all the places down. I got a studio playing 24/7, live on the thing, on the internet, going through it, and ain't nothing going to stop me because all I want to be next to God, and I see God in humanity. And I want to play God's music, God's people, and that ain't a religion. That's a conscious energy. Like I met Swami Satchidananda at Woodstock, gave me the name Maru. Quest. I asked him right there at Woodstock before I played. I said, I 50-foot aura around the son of a gun. And I'm a rock and roll acid, and I'm smoking pot, and I'm looking at this dude, and he's glowing gold and white light around him on both sides. And I feel that Woodstock. And I said, his life. It pointed to the people right then and there who were breaking down the fence, 250,000 people trampling over the fence at Woodstock. And they were like this. He said, see that? I said, yeah. He said, that's energy. People are energy. You're energy. God gave you free will. And you could direct that energy. They came to see you guys play, and you can make it go positive or negative, and the choice is yours. So he says, life is energy with free will, and you can make it go positive or negative, and the choice is yours. It's even up to you if you want to investigate in how to make a virus that gets loose, or to not do that and mess with stuff that we don't want to get bit by. But music is God's power, and that's why I'm playing it. Even when people think you're 78, it don't even make no sense. What in the hell are you doing that crap for? You already did it. I said, no. God's eternal. And I'm going to eternally play music till I die. And even when I can't and I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to hear the music inside. Because the music is the sound of the molecular structure of the human organism. It's the sound of our own life force energy. I think, well, it takes breath to play a horn, and I got great horn players here with me. But I tell people we are not taking a breath. We're not. Don't be so egotistical to think that you are breathing. The breath became you. The breath is having you. You're not having breath. The breath became you through the air and photosynthesis. And it became you
who can be creative to play music and be here today to keep on doing this. And I played at the chess meet, and I told Maury Weidenbach, hey, why don't you get Jack Sorrell from WJZZ to come on down? And we paid him $150 a night. And he came on a Friday or Saturday. I don't know. I was too stoned. It was too long ago. And we played for 5 years every night. WJZZ, Jack Sorrell, my band, and the master, Hal McKinney.
Well, give us
God bless you.
now. Give us
And we're still doing it, is what I'm saying, because God is eternal. The energy, the creativity is eternal.
Yep.
You can't stop us.
That's right. The peace
let,
pipe.
let us hear some music right now for a little
The
brief
peace
sample.
pipe, y'all.
All right. And there you have it.
All right. Eternal Maruga.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We're going to be graced with a song.
Yeah.
The jazz. If you love music, if you love the blues, you gotta love Africa. If you love the jazz, you gotta love Africa. If you love humanity and all of the people in the world, you gotta love Africa. Because Africa is the birthplace. The birthplace of humanity. Where Juju came from and became the blues of the jazz. The turn the rock and roll became funk. Well, I'll never be homeless. Because the earth is my home. The Spirit is with me. So I'll never be alone. When you lose all you got, ain't got nothing to lose. The blues is free, but you paid your dues. The blues is free. All right,
Blues. It's free when you paid your dues. God bless you.
All right, yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, so what I did was, I did write some notes because we do have some information that we will to get out. So you're invited to tune in tonight, WJZZ Cool TV, for this wonderful event, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. EST, to celebrate and honor the legendary artists and pay tribute to the beatnik jazz movement. Honorees include poet and activist John Sinclair, photographer Lenny Sinclair, and percussionist and activist Maruga Booker. Sponsored by WJZZ Detroit Jazz Radio Entertainment LLC and MOM, the Michigan Association of Music Arts. We are so proud tonight to have the beautiful Lenny Sinclair, the adventurous, the vivacious, with that single eye lens, she was able to capture things that we could only dream of. Okay, Lenny Sinclair, we love you, and you are our recipient for this evening.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is my first time meeting Miss Sinclair. I've heard so much about her the last few years when I got back on the scene into music, into jazz music. Started hearing about all her photography and historic photos and things like that. So I just want you to know, Zeri, it's a pleasure for me tonight. It's my own personal bit of history, and this means probably more to me than everybody else that's here. So thank you for being here. And the reason I want to tell everybody out here watching why I say this is historic, it's not just because of the namesakes that we're honoring here or even the beatnik culture. It's like we're back to a grassroots kind of thing here in our humble studio where we didn't let money and economics or the pandemic or any other strife that's going on stop us. We kind of regret that we have a limited space here, so we're doing the best we can to let you share in this moment. But it's historic for that reason. It's hopefully a new seed for Detroit creativity and artistic expression, period, for all genres of music. We want all our artists and creative people who have went to greener pasture somewhere else to come back home to Detroit. Bring your talent and your resources back to Detroit. This goes out all over the world to your native land. And if you can, and if you can, say something in German too when you get a chance. But anyway, so I'll keep telling you about how historic it is. But be happy and privileged that you're watching, and be happy that you're sharing in this moment in time, along with the rest of the history that's been going on in the world. But this is creative, and this is poetic, and it's about love and peace and happiness and art. So that means a lot to me. So I'm gonna get out the way and let you and Tasha do this.
You were made for this.
If you'd like to.
I just want to say something. Thank you. All I can say, I'm really excited and I'm really astonished because I have not been following all the scene about WJZZ. But for those people who are old enough, JZZ was the mainstream of playing jazz in Detroit. And nowadays you get a few hours a day, maybe a few hours a week. But JZZ, when it was going on, it was a very big force in the community. And I'm so glad to see you keeping on, despite all the problems with starting another radio station. But now with the internet and with the social media, it's all good now, and you have a great chance because WJZZ is an established brand. Everybody in Detroit who's old enough remembers JZZ. And I really miss my friend who used to be program director for 12 years, Dorian Pastor, who passed away, but he was a great influence in making that station. And I want to say congratulations and thank you for giving me this award. It's unexpected.
Time for more music, you said?
A little bit.
I do have, I have more that I
Oh,
want to
yes.
say.
Yes, okay.
You with me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd be
And
honored to.
this is dedicated to beautiful Lenny St. Clair on her photos, but this one particular is the one with Prince having his butt out. You did that, Prince. All right.
You can play a little something and I'll follow you. Oh, a little bass.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, fear.
This is your last day here. This is your last time looking into my big brown eyes. I tell you, fear. This is the last day you will be here. Oh, fear. I will scream out your name every time I think I don't need you no more. I don't want you here. You cannot come back. You are not welcome for tea. Oh, fear. You cannot have me. I am the photograph you will look at from time to time. You will decide if you want to throw me away or keep me for another day. But anyway, oh fear, you'll stick me back in your pocket. And you'll remember those trembles that I sought and fought to keep you close to me, Ophir. I am the photograph in your pocket. Thank you. Let's give it up for our beautiful band, and let's give it up, man. All right. So I want to sing this one right on to you. You know these days. You know the days that was, the days that passed, the beatnik time, the Burroughs, the Ginsbergs, the Kerouacs, and the Sinclairs.
Yeah.
We are so very, very honored. I am so very honored. I have to tell you that John Sinclair was a very poignant part of my life, introducing me to New Orleans. And I tore New Orleans up, let me tell you. I'm sure you heard all about it. I can't even go back to New Orleans. Oh, I can't go back. But if everybody knows that you were my roadmap to that. All right, so you kept your clothes on. I keep mine on now, though. I learned something. But ladies and gentlemen, the amazing John Sinclair, we're gonna bring our village king back to the stage. Please be there.
Keep the groove going. Keep the groove going. So first, so Dave and some of those know him as Eddie St. Alban. He is the king of the Ralston Village. I am the president and CEO of WJZZ. Jazz Radio, Detroit Jazz Radio, and all its subsidiary stations. And again, I just want to keep saying how historic this is. It's historic because of where we are. In Detroit, first of all, no other city is as necessary and essential as we are. We're right across the street from the infamous Stonehouse Bar, headquarters of the notorious Purple Gang, and we need to keep that spirit alive because sometimes we have to keep a gangster around in here. And so, and then we're at the Ralston Village, the Enterprise, the mothership. You got all types of people that pass through these doors, all types of alien life forms, all types of interesting people, characters, creative people, legends. Now we have legendary poets and activists, winners. We've had Hall of Famers. So everybody, do your homework, pay attention so you can start being part of the history. This is just the beginning. We don't worry about all the frills and everything like that. It's about the music, it's about the people, it's about the artistry and the attitude and the vibe, positive vibe. That's what it's about for us. And we always hustle. So we don't let budget stop us. We don't let weather stop us. We don't let pandemic stop us. Politics, none of that. We just keep pushing the program, which is love, peace, prosperity, and health. So without further ado, and I'll keep giving you more tidbits of why this is historic. But we got Maruga, you want to take a quick to introduce the band real quick before we move on to the featured act tonight?
So, yes, this is Brendan.
Thank you, Maruga.
On bass, he's with the Magpods and one of the. What's your last name, Brendan?
Andes.
I only know he's like the Andes Mountains, right? Paul, I never could say his last name because it's in German. And say it.
Actually, it's Dutch. It's von Hagen or Bornhagen.
You see, Patrick Sarniak. Right? Is Ken Kazora is playing trumpet and percussion instruments. But I want to say one thing.
See, Detroit had a very powerful entity that was pushing for free music, whether it be rock and roll or avant-garde jazz, and on the edge of the whole extreme thing from both ends. And he supported it and he worked for it, and that's John Sinclair, my bro.
Yeah.
This guy here was a force behind avant-garde music in Detroit, blues music, jazz music. You know, when everybody was charging $65 for an ounce of weed, he was charging $12.50 because he was a real free soul. I came to his house one day with $120, and I said, I want to get an ounce of weed, 2 ounces. And he says, okay, that's $24. I said, give me 8 ounces. It's a true story. I never told him. I'm confessing to you now. It's my confession. But this guy, you know, the White Panthers, to the MC5, to the avant-garde jazz, right up to, things like Sun Ra and all of that kind of stuff, very out. What was the jazz contemporary group that you had, John?
Detroit Contemporary 5.
See, the Detroit Contemporary 5. Nobody was thinking about that. Nobody, they were just thinking about putting him in jail for a joint.
Right.
He's thinking about giving us music. Let's give him a hand.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Because I'm worthless next to this bro and Lenny. I'm just the fool in spirit. But these guys here really did something here, and I want to thank them very much for being a great, powerful part of Detroit culture. A new culture, the sustaining culture, the stuff that changed the world, that changed people's minds. And that's a very important. Thank you, John and Lenny.
Yeah, all right.
All right. John Sinclair, I just want to also add, for people that are viewers, I just want to read. I know it's corny, but I have to read a little bit because everybody don't know all the good stuff that you've done for our community. So I'll have to read a little bit. I know. It'll be okay. Just a little bit, okay? Yes. Well, we're going live. You have a lot of people. Okay, just for the live people. All
so
right.
the other people of the world can hear about you.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we love about you, because
Yes.
you don't look at
He's so
yourself as a
humble.
big deal, but to us you are.
Okay. And is an American poet, writer, political activist. And from Flint, Michigan. Sinclair's defining style is jazz poetry, my favorite. And he has released most of his works in audio format. So you can go and purchase some work way back to, Bandcamp is the thing now, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, Bandcamp.
I got 30 albums.
Yeah, you can go to Bandcamp, and you can go, okay, I still have to read a little more. As an emerging young poet in the mid-1960s, Sinclair took on a role of manager for the Detroit rock band MC5. The band's politically charged music and its hippie core audience dovetailed with Sinclair's own radical development, which we all know and love. All the things that he made happen, he's part of why we can smoke weed in Detroit.
Damn right.
Me, I say more.
All of America can smoke weed.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna make his cheeks turn any redder. Our viewers, check the amazing Lenny Sinclair, John Sinclair. You go and you do your homework and you buy his music, because we are going back to the bougie days are done. We're going back to grassroots. We're going back to colorless views of each other, and we're going back to the words that make life meaningful, and the pictures, steel prints, life, food, family. Right? Is that okay?
Yep.
All right. So without further ado, Mr. Roger Pizzavina is going to come and give you your amazing award. And I know I am. I'm a sucker for a poet.
Okay, before we go on with our feature act, we want to bring up the king of the village real quick and let him say a few words. Yeah. I'm going to let him introduce himself. The king gets to speak for himself.
Yeah. I don't consider myself a king. I'm just part of this village. I'm part of the puzzle that makes this village happen, because it takes all of us to make it happen. And this place is an amazing place because it attracts amazing people. Because I can look at all you guys. I can see Laura, I can see you, I can see this young man I just met. I see Marvin over there. I can see all these amazing people that are in this one location. It's like a magnet. And thank you for all being here. And it's such a pleasure to be in everybody's space. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to add thanks, Dave. So I want to add before we go, when Sky was reading Maruga's bio, she mentioned the part about Brubeck. And a lot of people don't know, jazz lovers especially. So WJZZ, before it was the call letters WJZZ, and it escapes my mind right now. I'm a little excited. And again, as everybody knows me, I've been drinking beer at these type of events, a lot of beer. That's it.
And wine, there's no corkscrew.
Yeah. But legendary jazz artist Dave Brubeck founded the station, which is now known as WJZZ Detroit. So, yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Dave. We call him Uncle Dave.
Yeah, Uncle Dave. And then he met up with Dr. Cox and Dr. Bell, who at that time, they were kind of famous in radio business for blues and gospel with WCHB and WCHD. And they got with Brubeck, and I guess he talked him into some jazz.
Yes.
And in 1960, Dr. Cox and Bell, they took it over. They bought it from him. And then it went through a process. And in 1974, they put the call letters, the iconic call letters, WJZZ, that any true jazz lover, any place in the world, regardless of age, if you're into jazz, you know about WJZZ Detroit. So I don't take any credit for the founding of it. I just want to be considered as a patron, if you will, and a lover of art. And I'm happy and proud to have this station right now. And thanks to artists like Maruga, Lenny, and Mr. Sinclair. And this is my first time meeting the Sinclairs. I've had the pleasure of hanging out and enjoying Maruga Booker for a few times. And so we're going to get a lot of music from him tonight. And you guys having a free concert and witnessing all this legendary stuff. So without further ado, I want to present this award, this humble award to you, Mr. Sinclair. Okay. And we have it in the black and gold colors of WJZZ. Those are our new colors.
Yeah.
It has a symbolic meaning to us, but you can let it mean whatever you want it to mean. That's the beauty of art. It's in the eye of the beholder. And then we want to introduce Mama, Michigan Association of Music Artists, presented that award by our lovely blues goddess, Tasha Owens.
And Senior Vice President.
And we're going to tell you more about both organizations, Mama and WJZZ, and everything else we got going. But right now, we want to give it to the man of the hour, our feature act for tonight. And we want to give you this mic, and I'm going to get out of the way.
Yeah.
I would like to first like to tip my hat to Miss Laura Grimshaw, the widow of the great Gary Grimshaw, who made all everything that we were doing, he made it look like it was supposed to look. Gary Grimshaw.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wish he was here right now, as we all do. And I also wanted to say, with regard to WJZZ, part of the people who owned it, including the doctors that you cited, was also the Bass family. And their son, Robert Bass, was one of my best friends for many years. And he ran the station during the 70s, 80s. But he was a great American. I think he's dead now too. But Bob Bass, great person, great music lover. Rogie, you want to play me a little music?
Sure.
Excuse me for not standing up, but I'm crippled right now, so I have to sit down. Not that I mind. What is jazz but spirituals? Played through saxophones and trombones, spirit voices through metal tubings, and the terrible repetition of the formal premise. This Prince, like, excuse me. Take two. That's a song by Thelonious Monk called Cool Monk. Pardon me, boy, is gonna shine that's what it wants to do. Would you be too? What is jazz but spirituals? Played through saxophones and trombones, spirit voices through metal tubings, and the terrible repetition of the formal premise is translate at its best, or boring when the spirit does not move. Oh, what is blues but spirituals with a line removed? That is structurally and in content just a prayer to the gods of daily life, to ask the blessing that the body of another may lay warm in the bed beside you at night, and the rent be paid, and a meal on the table with the sheriff far away from the scene of the crime. Oh, what is jazz but the registration of the human personality in relation to the spiritual, stripped of literal meaning, but full of sound and portent, direct as the voice of the God. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Now it's your turn. It's all yours, baby. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is a pleasure playing in this way with the blues, jazz, poetry feel.
Okay, thank you.
So, Sky is around here somewhere, so I'm gonna pull double duty. If it's anybody, before we turn the rest of the night over and let Maruga and his band close us out with some more of Sky's inspiring poetry, I just want to ask, since we have an intimate, personal audience here tonight, is there anyone who wants to come up and say anything in regard to any of our awardees or the beatnik movement, if you were part of it, or your love of jazz or anything of that nature? This is your chance, so forever hold your peace.
No rest without a warrant.
Okay.
Maybe I'll say a word.
Okay, Mike, come on, Mike. There you go, Mike.
Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Sinclair and Maruga and band. Thank you all. I just wanted to thank Mr. Sinclair on behalf of a friend of John Lennon's. I'm a friend of John's. Correct. I'm a friend of John Lennon's. The Beatles road manager, Alf Bicknell. So our connection, it's a small world. Only in Detroit. I worked for Alf Bicknell, the late great Beatles road manager, until his passing in March of 2004. Only in Detroit could our paths cross with regard to John Lennon. So I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you to Roger and Tasha and Sky and others. Let's make this happen. 2021 is our year. Thank you.
All right, so for the remainder of the show, we're going to have some more poetry from Sky Covington. And we're going to have some old school big jazz from Maruga. And what's this name of this band tonight? Or do you need more wine to come up with that?
More wine.
Well, he'll name it on the fly when the spirit hits him.
What was it called when we backed up Ernie?
Beat poets.
That's what we are. We're the beat poets.
Okay, there we go. See, I told you history, everybody. The beat poets.
Yeah.
You see, even he knew.
Well, hey, Scott,
Yeah, but we
I'm
ain't
gonna hit these lights for the rest of this.
This the one I
I know, I feel it too. I need some wine. Oh, you don't have to?
We need a corkscrew. Who's got a corkscrew? Yeah.
We have corkscrews down here. All right.
This is a peace pipe. I'm gonna
All
smoke the peace pipe
right.
officially for everybody.
All right.
I wanna spread that peace all over all y'all.
All right. Jello Jagai. Oh, there's a corkscrew.
That's right. That's what it's all
Okay, we have a
about.
corkscrew.
Roger.
Hey, I'm a superwoman, flying, soaring high on the universe. I am moving, I am moving low, somewhere long ago. I was laughing down in my jammy, drinking red wine, holding memories. I'll be good, even when I'm lonely, even when I'm lonely, even when I'm lonely. I'm flying high, moving deep, holding fast. It's unbelievable that I am free to say I am a jazz poet. I am a jazz poet. All right, wine. Got the toxic. Got all right. Blue. I do. I look at stars. I do. I ride the blues. I do. When this day at 3 a.m. in the morning, I hold his letters real tight in my bed. I look out the window at blinking hotel signs, and I am reminded of Abby Lincoln and John Sinclair and Lenny's photo over there. I'm a jazz poet. Yeah. I schedule them things down, empty my thoughts down on this line, and I move like a saxophone, so slender and deep. I move like a saxophone. Paul on saxophone, y'all. tonight I'm a poet. Nothing makes sense right now but my blues. Buttery letters spelling I love you. Sprinkle in my mind all the time on this porch in the summertime. And it's COVID and I got streamer lights everywhere. I'm trying to create my ambiance because we gotta stay on this porch. This porch is my best island in the world right now. This summer. I can see the world from this porch right now. I can see forever from this porch right now. With my beautiful lights. And my picnic table. And Monk playing this bizarre music that I never heard before. And I'm like, damn, I've never heard this song before. I got a lot to learn still. I got a lot to learn still. But one thing that I know, that I will always know, is that I'm a jazz poet. I'm a poet.
Let's give her a hand. Wow! Detroit is blessed to have such talent. And it's been good talent. You know, don't forget, Elvin Jones comes from here, you know, right? I mean, wow. Yusuf Lateef, right? John Lee Hooker.
Well, I did this summer. I did a lot of writing, and this, I have to share this with you. I had left poetry, and I wanted to be a jazz singer so much, and I left poetry like just kind of back there. And so tonight, this is very important to me because meeting Roger and all of the things that's happened here in this building and all the love, and I get to cook for a lot of people again, which, you know, I love to cook. Everybody knows that about me. I love to cook, and so I wrote this book. It was called Window Shopping because a lot of the things that I had feared, you know, when COVID hit, it was like the thing that you do when you procrastinate. And then when COVID hit, I realized where I was procrastinating in my life. And I had all of this poetry just laying around, and I had to create a thing for myself. So I wrote this poem, and I'm really proud of this poem in the most humble sense, because, you know, we are OGs. Do you know what OG is? Yes. So a lot of the youngsters, I can say youngsters now because but a lot of the youngsters, they have this thing that they are detached from love. They have that thing now. It's clever. It's cute to be attached and to be independent. Well, we all know that no seed can reproduce independently. So I wrote this poem, and when I'm nervous, I improvise, but I can't improvise, so I have to read every word verbatim on this paper because I'll create a whole nother poem. But I do want to share this poem. It's very important to me. Okay. So we're gonna do like a I don't want to say like a pimp type of beat. Is there such a beat? No. It's a like a
funky.
Like a okay. No, not pimping, but I said the wrong word, but I don't know. I need to sharpen up on my words.
Hum the pimp beat for us. Hum the pimp beat.
That's that strut. Baby, I'm sorry, I used the wrong word. I could have used 1,000 other words. But it's the name of the poem is OG shit. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Imagine the faces, ghastly faces, gloomy and gold and glad, glimmering in the glimpse of glorious faces, with glaciers, stairs, into glassy, gifted, giggle faces, faces, green and glassy, ghostly faces. So many faces, generous, gallantly, painted in galleries of blue and green faces. I mean, so many glassy faces. Guessing just how deep the cash goes. Faces gathering gawky images of giant dusty guilt faces, pulling gratuitous grace, gorgeous face of gold and goodness, gravitating toward greatness, faces of high grade and low grooves, faces of grotesque gravity, gothic and green eyes, giving their souls to the ungodly. Faces glowing gradually, man, traveling by the gangster's lead. I mean, so mean. Gangster lean. There I go gathering ghastly things again. Doubling by gangsters, things of gatherers, germs, getting in the way of God's perfect grace. Faces giving gratitude in the grim reaper, gladdened by the Godfather of faces. So many great faces. So many great faces. Gradually being erased in the crowd, in the crowd, in the crowd. In the crowd, in the crowd. In the ground, in the ground, in the ground, in the ground.
bless you.
God bless you too.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, thank you.
You stay with me.
Okay.
All right, so we have about 10, 15 minutes left in the program tonight. So we just want the beat poets, and I want to add on the Detroit beat poets.
Yeah. Yes, that's it from now on.
Do we have
Do
any
we
more
have
poets
any
in the
more
house?
poets in the house? Songwriter, poets.
Come on, that's you.
Singers?
We want Conrad to play the drums with me. Conrad.
Yeah.
We got a little song we're gonna do for you.
Okay.
So we're gonna
the torch, Conrad.
yeah, we're gonna let the Detroit beat poets take us out.
Yeah.
They're gonna do their thing for about another 10 minutes. And then we're gonna turn the lights on and get out of here. But I want to let everybody know we give a shout out to Jane Cassisi, Vice President of the Detroit Blues Society, is in the house. And who else we got? We got artist Debbie LaPratt,
Yes.
Detroit artist Debbie LaPratt.
Barbara.
We got an OG funk master in the house. Tony P. Strong. Tony Strat Thomas.
Tony, you got your guitar?
Go to play? He's chilling tonight.
Tony,
I'll be chilling too.
Tony plays with me in that group, Cosmic Boogie, and also Hooker and Bridges. We got a new album coming out, World Jamdemic.
All right. So without further ado, Tasha Owens is around here somewhere. She does a little jazz from time to time. We'll get Tasha, get one jazz jam out of Tasha. And then we got a
Tasha, somewhere in the improv, just come up and sing. I'm going to do a few poems, and in between we're going to play some jazz, and you can sing with it, you know.
Yeah, and I want to also, I see her over there in the corner, Detroit filmmaker Letitia McIntosh. She's a resident filmmaker here in Mothership. So if you need a movie or a video, come see Tish. And let's see what else. That's about it. I plugged everything and everybody I think of. I'm going to go watch the rest of the show.
All right. Congratulations again to our amazing recipients for tonight's award ceremony. We love you and we appreciate you, and we will learn from you and carry it on. Yes, we will. But you're not done yet. I already know. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and this whole thing, everybody stay tuned. Keep watching Sky every Wednesday night.
At 6 to 7 at the Preservation of Jazz Hour.
And she'll be giving updates on, she's going to host a new show that we're doing. This whole thing was to plant a seed for Dig Thy Neighbor. Dig Thy Neighbor is a throwback jazz beatnik style show that we're going to do featuring this right here. We're going to be doing live poetry and jazz and spoken word and all kind of political satire and
I got
things
one
like
for
that.
you, Roger. I got a poem for you.
Oh, we got a poet, an impromptu poet. Come on, go ahead. Take this time. All right, introduce yourself and get out the way.
So I'm actually gonna do a Maya Angelou poems. It's not mine, but I just feel since Cicely Tyson just passed away, that this would be a good tribute to that. So it's Phenomenal Woman. You guys know that one? You familiar with it? Pretty women wonder. Pretty women wonder where my secret lies.
I'm not surprised.
I'm sorry. I can't see too good. So pretty women wonder where my secret lies. It's not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man that follows stand or falls down on their knees, then they swear around me. Then they swarm around me like a hive to a honeybee. I say it's in the fire in my eyes, the flash in my teeth, the swing in my waist, the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still don't. They still can't see. I say it's in the arch of my back, the sun in my smile, the ride of my breath, the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the pain in my hand, the need of my care. Because I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, right.
Yeah, that's a tricky.
Now you dropped the mic.
Yeah,
Perfect.
thank you.
Wow.
All right. All right, this band, this wonderful band, Beat Poets, Detroit Beat Poets, is going to take us out. How you all feeling tonight? All right, so remember what we are, servers. We're servers with each other. It's not about us, it's about the community, right? All right, peace everyone. Thank you for coming out. Peace to you.
Our activism is through music. We say it through music. And this is a poem that was a song that led to me getting the Hiroshima Voices for Peace Award. Terrorism around the world. Babies dying, little boys and girls. Innocent people dying all the time because of terrorism in the people's mind. They try to change the outer perception with their ego, body, mind, and weapon. Used to play music in the Holy Land, chanting God's name while clapping their hands. Now they're fighting man against man. Instead of holy, it's a fighting land. We just gonna follow everybody, you and me, every time we're fighting. Time to be free. Thou shalt not kill is what I will say. Killing each other isn't Allah's way. But you gotta put yourself in the other man's shoes, so you can understand why he's crying the blues. People, come and dance with me. Dancing in the music will set you so free. What you got is a little, who you are is a lot. Say that you got it and yet you want more. Got all the money and you're fighting the war. You ain't gonna have it. If you have it naturally. Peacefully. Sound like I got it, but yet I got none. These are really words, you can use it, having fun. Creation is a flower, but we can rather dumb. Hear the voice of silence is a more than having fun. Hear the voice of silence is a more than having fun. La-di-da, la-di-dee, you gotta let it go if you wanna be free! Free! Time has come to really live the truth within my soul. I've been a slave to loneliness, the mind that ran the show. You see the truth that lies within. Your mind that has to agree to be a slave to loneliness. It's not a place to be. Live in love within this world. My soul, it says to me, live in love within this world, but of it do not be. You see the fighting that's going on, the anger, lust, and fear. It's but a trip of loneliness to kill your brother dear. Martin Luther King, John Lennon, Mahatma Gandhi, Jesus Christ! It's a trip of loneliness to kill your brother dear. We're floating a bubble, floating to the bottom of the pond in my mind. Conrad, come here.
Yeah, Conrad.
My part in the bubble floated to the bottom of the pond in my mind, or did it sink to the top? And there were more bubbles, 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 depending on the largeness of the thought. I had this thing in my thought, I thought the thing that I used to make a thought, but for what reason I don't know why. But I'm sure when I find what makes me wonder and wonder, the reason can only be I.
I told everybody this was historic. So you just witnessed the future of jazz and poetry.
Right there.
That's Conrad, grandson of Maruga Booker there. Conrad, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, say a few words.
Tell them about the future.
The
There's the
future.
camera right there.
Okay. So about the future was a lot, you know. Like the future is always good to always experience about the things what you did and like experience everything you have and be grateful for it. So, you know, if it wasn't for music, we wouldn't be alive.
Amen.
Everybody here, you know, they'll be like, what's going on here? But guess what? Music is the true love of your heart.
There you go. From the mouth of babes. From the mouth of babes.
Music is the true love of your heart. You want love? Just play music and listen to it.
So I told you it was historic. We had under one roof, we had Maruga Booker, Lenny Sinclair, John Sinclair, Tony P. Funk, Strat Thomas. Over there's Marvin and his Party TV, and the Temple of the Holy Smoke. Everybody's in here tonight. And so everybody, you just got a prelude to what is going to be going on in the near future with Dig Thy Neighbor. Dig Thy Neighbor is a throwback show that we're going to be doing here with live spoken word poetry and jazz beatnik style. Organic. So as we had some impromptu poets come up, don't be shy. Come up, express yourself. There's no such thing as a mistake here at the Ralston, at the mothership. 19730 Ralston Street. Write it down. Tell a friend. Like, follow, share. WJZZ, Detroit Jazz Radio Entertainment. How you tune in to that worldwide? You go to your search, and then you punch in just like an email. WJZZ, DetroitRadio.com. When the website comes on, you just hit the play button and light up, drink up, do whatever you're going to do. Get naked, put on the red light, blue light, pitch black, whatever. If you got some issues, you don't like looking at yourself, and do what you do in the privacy of your own home. Jazz is not just a genre of music, it's a lifestyle. anything that's cool, avant-garde, unique, sophisticated, it's jazz. So that's what we're about here. We're in this humble little studio. It doesn't take all this big production to have a good time and to produce art, legendary art, and celebrate good times, good vibes. You heard what the Future said. Music is love from your heart. That's what makes the world go round. That's what we're about here at WJZZ and the Ralston and the Mothership. Tony, you know about the Mothership, man. That's the next show, right?
Right. The mothership meets the fathership. But I gotta say one thing, because we're talking about beatnik and beat generation. There was a guy called Bill Stewart. And Bill Stewart used to manage me, and he was my dear friend, and he had become Socrates. And I used to go there and comb my hair forward like that to be like a beatnik and listen to the New York jazz poets, beat generation, the jazz dudes, the poets, and the folk musicians at the cup of Socrates. And that was the beginning of really this beat generation in Detroit. And I was a part of that, and Bill Stewart was my manager, and we had this alike kind of consciousness about the beat generation. And it's about the heartbeat of your own heart. You are the new generation. God bless you. World peace and inner peace. And you can go to Maruga, MURUGA.bandcamp.com. And I got 89 albums you can listen to for free.
There you go. So we're ready to get out of here. Tasha, Sky, where's Sky at? Sky. Tasha. Yeah. Come up here with me and say goodbye. Come on. What's this? Come on. Come plug it. Plug Yummy. Plug Yummy. What is your email address? Plug this product.
Yeah. We got the over. Yes. Yummy butter. This product is ready to feed children. That is our mission. Is to feed children and to give good, healthy, natural ingredients. You can to fuel yourself, your body, so you can give love into the world everywhere you go.
Tell them where to get Yummy. Tell them where to get it.
It's at Yummy Oat, YUMMYOAT.com. YummyOat.com.
Yeah. And I had a free sample, and I had it in this raw form, not in this pretty package.
It's a shooter. Let's shoot it.
Shoot it.
Yeah. And Ronnie's an entrepreneur. I'm so proud of my daughter. She's an entrepreneur. And her son over here, Conrad, my grandson, is following her footsteps. Women are the power of the world. You gotta listen to the women because they know what the hell to do. The men have screwed it up.
Yeah. I told you it was historic. Conrad is on the back of the package. Buy Yummy. Support the arts. Support Conrad. Support his mom. Support his mom out here doing the thing for Conrad and all of you. And it tastes good. And it's good for you. Yeah. And it's yummy. So where's Sky? So we can get out of here. Where's Sky? All right, I don't know where Sky is. Tasha, come on up and help me say goodbye.
All right.
Oh, here comes Sky. She's coming
Sky.
on.
I just want a piece. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sky bought some art. See, I told you.
Yes.
You better get your art down here. You better get your ass down here. Excuse me, Conrad.
I'll say goodbye real quick. Guys, talk about that painting. Good night, y'all.
All right, Tasha.
Oh, I just want to say when we were talking about that we all have something in common. We reaped this award of having.
Sky is talking about this painting, everybody. Quick silence.
Is that a painting or a photo? Is that one of your photos?
This is a Laura Grimshaw piece, and I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful for our photographers. Guess what? Guess what we need? We need each other. Every one of us should find a way Every one of us should find a way to capture the moment.
Let me just say, when I took this photograph on Mount Tamalpais, which is a sacred mountain in Mill Woods, and I was with Lenny Sinclair, and I took this photo. So I used to work with Wjzz and Skyler and Aaron. Also, some of my photographs, and I also was able to get a couple of those tonight too. I'm really proud. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, I'm left holding the painting. I guess that means it's mine, guys. It's mine. Possession is the lost, guys. I possess it. It's all mine. No, it's yours. I'm just playing.
That's where I saw the flying saucers. I know I was up on the top. I was first on the bottom of this, going up, and there was like spawning monarch butterflies by the millions, and we were like swimming. We were swimming in the monarch butterflies. Then I went up on top of the mountain, and I saw these things that looked like pollywogs, sperms, flying in the sky every way. Right? Yeah, no, it was an out there experience.
There you go.
Over there.
So you heard it from the roof. So hey, before we say goodbye, I gotta give one shout out to Mike Prentice. Mike Prentice made a nice donation of refreshments and pizza and everything.
Thank you all.
And support Mike Prentice.
Yeah.
Tip for the Holy Smoke.
Thank you. Support Rocker.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not, they had to tell me how to work a mic. But anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Listening out for Sky Covington and Preservation of Jazz on Wjzz Cool TV. You can watch it live every day that we have programs on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. And we'll be adding other platforms in another couple of weeks. Thank you for everybody who tuned in tonight and who will tune in on demand. Thank you for all our awardees, Maruba Booker, Lenny Sinclair, John Sinclair, and all you out there smoking weed right now. You owe that you can smoke weed in peace and legalness to John Sinclair and John Lennon. So, with that said, I'm symbolically dropping the mic. Good night. Thank you for tuning in. And look out for Dig Guy Neighbor and watch that. Love it, like it, follow, comment, share, and subscribe. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank you.